Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, another day of making breakfast for Jaden before he heads off to school. This video is a little bit late. School is out for summer now, but I did want to go ahead and share this video because it is just a good breakfast idea for any day. I am going to make him a toasted egg and cheese sandwich with some fruit on the side. That is it. And then also later on in this video, I will be making 2 breakfast meals, which again, it is late because you will hear me mention that this was for Mother's Day, which was like what, 3 weeks ago or something like that, so it is pretty late, but you can make these breakfast anytime. It does not have to be for Mother's Day, obviously. So I did want to go ahead and share that with y'all. Also, just ignore all the Mother's Day talk or references because I do mention later on probably a couple of times that this is for Mother's Day. So for this egg sandwich, I put some bread in the oven to let it toast. I have it on broil. I'm gonna let it get nice and toasted on both sides. I did have to flip it. I don't think I recorded the first flip. And now I am going to put some cheddar cheese slices on top of each bread. I'm going to put that back in the oven and let that cheese melt. I have my eggs here just about ready. I am just making just simple egg omelets. All I added was salt and pepper. And now that my cheese is melted, it is time to put the sandwich together. Now, of course, you can add bacon, sausage, anything you want, but I am just making a simple egg and cheese sandwich. So here is the sandwich, and like I said, I am just going to give him some fruit on the side. So I have some grapes here. I'm going to give him a good amount of grapes, and then I have some strawberries in the fridge. So I'm just going to cut off the little stems on there and just put them in the same little bowl. And that is all the fruit that I am using this morning, some grapes and some strawberries. And look at how good this looks, you guys. Super quick, super easy, and super delicious. All right, you guys, I already took Jaden to school. I already ran a few errands. I had a couple of things to do. I left the house at 7 and it's already 9. And I am not done yet, but I had to come home really quick and drop off some groceries that I just bought. Tomorrow, my sisters and my brother, we are making a breakfast for my mom and my aunt for Mother's Day. So I had to grab a few things from Walmart that I'm going to be needing to make a couple of the breakfast items that I'm going to be taking over to my mom's house. And then I always have like a running grocery list going. Just once we run out of something, I put it on my list. So whatever was already on my list, I went ahead and bought. So let me go ahead and show you everything that I picked up at Walmart today. Okay, so starting over here, I bought this gray t-shirt because I don't have any gray shirts, and this was on clearance for $4, so I could not pass that up. So I just got a plain basic V-neck gray t-shirt, and then I bought a pack of bottled waters. These are for my husband. Jaden and I just fill up our cups with the water from the refrigerator, but my husband likes to have these just for like a quick drink whenever he needs it. So I got that. I bought some of these bowl fresh, you guys. I don't think I have ever used these, but I saw a YouTube video and they were using some of these. So I was like, let me give those a try. So I bought a blue one and a lavender one just to try it out, you guys. So I got those. They were like $1 something. We are needing some more laundry soap. So I got this one. And then I needed some skincare items. I don't usually have like a set skincare items that I go for. I usually just get whatever I feel like trying that day, or sometimes whatever is cheapest that day. So this time I got the L'Oreal Eye Defense Eye Cream. I am running low on mine, so I went ahead and picked that up. This just looked good there, so I want to try this out. It is a e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. I have never tried liquid blushes before, so we are going to give this one a try. And this one is in the color Dusty Rose. And then I'm also going to give this one a try. This is a tinted sunscreen. So I got this medium sheer tint. We'll see how that works. I need some more hair dye, so I got this one in the lightest brown. And funny story about me dyeing my hair. When my son was down here visiting for Christmas break, we were just hanging out one day, having a good time, and then he tells me, "Mother, we all know you dye your hair." I was like, boy, that is not a secret. Like, I don't even dye my hair when I should. I wait for all of my grays to be like halfway through, and then finally I'm like, okay, I probably need to dye my hair. So usually I go for a color that's real really close to my natural color, but lately here I've been trying to lighten it up a little bit, so I am using this lightest brown. And then I got these blue tidy bowls. I like using these all the time. I feel like it just makes your toilet look cleaner, so I always have some of these. And then we are out of chips, so I bought some of these Flamin' Hot little individual chip bags. We are also running out of rice, so I bought some rice. And then I bought these compartment tray, like little foam plates, because this is what I'm taking to my mom's house tomorrow also. And I decided to go with these and see how those work out for us. And for snacks, Jaden is running out of snacks. Well, these are for Jaden, well, for all of us, even my grandbaby. So we always like to have trail mix on hand because that is one of my husband's favorites. So I like to have that. And then the rest, I just kind of picked whatever looked good there. So I got these mixed berry fruit and grain cereal bars, these Welch's mixed fruit snacks, and then these Ritz like peanut butter crackers. So that is what we picked up. If y'all remember the last time I went on my grocery shopping trip and I showed y'all all my groceries, I did not grab snacks that day because Jaden still had some. So now we are running very, very low. So this is what I picked up. This should be good for like a couple of weeks for us. Because like I said, we are not big snackers. So yeah, this will be good for a couple of weeks, probably even more. And then I am running low on my carb balanced flour tortilla, so I picked some of that up. And now let's see if y'all can guess what I'm taking tomorrow. This is for tomorrow. I bought two of these little Butterflake croissant cans. I bought 2 8-ounce blocks of this cheddar cheese, some little Smokies. I bought 2 pounds of this regular breakfast sausage. I bought a 30-ounce bag of shredded hash browns and some eggs. So that is everything that I bought, you guys. Like I said, this isn't like a full-on grocery shopping trip. This was just what was already on my list, and plus the things that I'm going to need to make tomorrow. Let me know if you can guess what I'm making tomorrow, you guys. The total for all of this, guess how much this was. It's just a few items. It's not a whole lot. But all of this came out to $138.15. So $138 for all of this, you guys. These prices are just ridiculous nowadays. But I'm going to go ahead and quickly put all of this away because I have to head back out. I have a couple more things to do. But I will see y'all back here tomorrow morning when I am preparing the 2 breakfasts that I'm going to be taking to my mom's house. All right, you guys, it is the next day and it is time to start prepping for this Mother's Day breakfast. I don't remember if I mentioned, but this is for Mother's Day. It's the day before, but this is when we're all able to get together. So we're gonna do it today. Today's Saturday, and I have everything that I need right here. I'm gonna make 2 things today. I am going to make some pigs in a blanket with the little Smokies and the croissants. And then with everything else, with the hash browns, the sausage, cheese, eggs, milk is what I'm going to be needing to make the breakfast casserole. And I am going to be doubling this recipe, so I have 2 9x13 pans right here. I decided to double it because I don't think one is going to be enough for all of us. I have 3 sisters, 1 brother, my aunt, my cousin, and then all the nieces and nephews are going to be there. Jaden's going to be there, so I think I need 2 of those. And then I'm sure I can get enough of these little pigs in a blanket for everyone out of 2 cans of croissants. So it is a little bit early. I need to leave my house at 9:50 a.m. and it is about 7:40ish right now. I want to get these casseroles in the oven at 8:30. That way they have enough time, plenty of time to cook. They need to bake for at least an hour, but I'm thinking it might need a little bit longer than that because my oven seems to run a little bit slower than the regular bake times whenever I'm following recipes. So I want to get them in there at 8:30. That way they have plenty of time to actually cook all the way through and set. So right now, first, I am going to start with the breakfast casseroles and getting those prepped. The little Smokies, the croissants, those are going to be super quick. So I'm going to start on those after I get my casseroles in the oven. So first thing I'm going to do is cook up my sausage and shred my cheese. All right, you guys, I have my sausage already cooked over here. I have my 2 pans ready to go. I sprayed some olive oil in there. And then I have all of my cheese shredded here. I am going to use 1 block of the 8-ounce cheddar cheese for each of these casseroles. So I'm going to use both of those. And now let's go ahead and put this together. So for 1 pan of this breakfast casserole, it calls for 15 ounces of shredded hash browns. I have a 30-ounce bag here, so I am going to just pour half into 1 pan and the other half in another one. I also browned 2 pounds of sausage, so half of it goes in 1 pan and the other half goes in the other one. So they each get 15 ounces of hash browns and 1 pound of sausage. And then they are each going to get 8 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese. And once you have those first 3 ingredients in there, we are going to give them a good mix before we make our egg mixture. Now to this recipe, you can add onions, green onions, bell peppers, mushrooms, whatever you want to add in there. I just wanted to keep it plain and simple because we are going to have a lot of kids there and I wanted to make sure that everybody will enjoy this. And you guys, they did. Everybody really enjoyed this. Everybody said it was so good. This was a hit amongst all the children and the adults. Now for the egg mixture, each pan calls for 2 cups of milk, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, half a teaspoon of pepper, and 6 eggs. I am going to whisk this until it is well combined, and I am going to do this separately just so that I make sure that I get enough of the egg mixture in each pan. Okay, you guys, so I have my casseroles in the oven. I put both of them on the same bottom rack. I'm gonna leave them in there for 45 minutes and then I'll take the foil off and leave them in there for at least another 15 minutes. And then we'll see what it looks like after that. It all needs to be set and then the cheese needs to be bubbly and melted. So we'll check on it after those last 15 minutes are up and then we'll see how it looks and we might need to add a little bit more. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and get my little pigs in the blanket prepared. I'm not gonna stick them in the oven just yet. I think those probably just need like 15 minutes in there. So probably once I take the foil off of my casseroles, I'll stick the little smokies in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get them prepped so that all of that work will be done and I can just finish my coffee. I have been trying to drink my coffee and it is already cooling down. I'm gonna have to put it in the microwave. And then once those casseroles are done, I do want to try it like just a little bit. I've never made these before. So before I go feed them to everybody, I want to make sure that they taste good. So I can I'll probably still take them, but at least I can warn them like, maybe they're not the best, but I do want to try just a little bit of it. I'm sure it's going to taste great. It has hash browns, eggs, all that cheese, sausage. So I don't think there's any way that cannot go well. You know what I mean? So anyways, let's go ahead and get these little smokies prepared. Okay, you guys, so I have counted these out. There are 40 of those little smokies. So I'm gonna try to use all of them up. Some of these I'm gonna cut into 3 and then some of them into 2. I really like doing 2 better because I like the bread to sausage ratio a lot better that way. But you can do them into 3s. They taste just fine like that also, and you get more out of them. So we'll see. I'm gonna start this first one. I'm gonna start cutting it by 2s. Each of these little triangles, I'm gonna cut them into 2 pieces, and that should give me 16. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing, but each of these little triangles, I'm gonna also cut them into another half. So And then I'm just gonna take my little smoky and start rolling them up. And if my math is correct, I should use cutting these into twos and then the next one into thirds should give me 40, I think. So I'm just gonna continue doing that. So this was a team effort between me and my sisters and my brother. This is just what I'm taking. Everybody else is taking something else. I'm also going to be taking the styrofoam plates and the forks and spoons. So like I said, this can of croissants I'm cutting into halves, and then the other one I will cut into thirds. And that did give me exactly 40 pigs in a blanket. Now these, you just stick them in the oven according to the directions on the can of croissants. So I think the temperature for the croissant says 375 degrees, but my oven is set to 350 degrees for the breakfast casserole, so I did leave them in there for just a few more minutes. Okay, I got my first batch done. Now this one I'm going to cut into thirds. I think my lights just went out. Maybe it was just this one. I think my light bulb's going out. But yeah, this one I'm gonna cut into thirds and then just roll them up just the same. And I'll show you the difference of the ones that are cut into halves and the ones that are cut into thirds and how they look, how they cover the little sausage. Okay, you guys, and here are what my little smokies look like. I did count correctly, and I was able to make exactly 40 of these. Now, as you can see, the ones that I cut into just halves have a lot more of the croissant around the little sausage. And then these are the ones that I cut into thirds. So you can see the sausage a little bit more on these, but these are gonna puff up, of course, so they will taste just fine, just the same. I just prefer just a tiny bit more of the croissant than the smoky. But either way, they're gonna taste good. So I am going to stick these in the refrigerator until it is time for my my breakfast casserole to have the foil removed. And then I will stick them in there probably for about 13 minutes. Okay, you guys, it is time to remove the foil off of these. This is what they look like. It smells really, really good. And I am going to go ahead, see my cheese is already browning over here on the edges and it's already bubbling up around the edge. So I'm gonna put it in 15 more minutes and I'm gonna go ahead and put my smokies in also. So here go my smokies also in there, and those are supposed to be set at 375 for 13 minutes, but I have my oven on at 350, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave both of them in there for 15 minutes and then we'll check on them. Okay, you guys, and here is what my little smokies look like. I did end up putting them in there for a total of 20 minutes, so I'm gonna transfer these into this little dish so that I can take it to my mom's. And then this is what our casseroles look like. Look at that, all the cheese is nice and melted. It is already 9:43. I wanted to leave at 9:40, so I'm trying to let these kind of settle down and stop boiling or stop bubbling, and then maybe see if I can try it before we leave. I hope that this is set. I don't even know how to check it. Yeah, it seems pretty firm all the way through. So I'm gonna let those set for just like 5 minutes before I leave. And then I'm gonna cover them back up with the foil over here, and then we will go. I'm gonna see if I can have a little taste. Okay, you guys, let me go ahead and see if I can try just a little bit. Okay, so I got the corner, the edge. That is really, really good and so easy to make. I think everybody is really going to like that. I have my smokies over here all covered up, ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get these covered up, and I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. I completely forgot to close this video out, but make sure you give both of these recipes a try. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.